Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so welcome. And if you have not met me, my name is Jaina. I am passionate about helping people understand their bodies more, especially when it comes to their nervous system and getting down to the root of what's actually going on. Today, we are here with Lana, and she is someone that I have so much respect for. She has been in the fibromyalgia community for over 20 years. She has walked this out personally and has supported thousands of people who have been going through it. She has been a voice for so many people who have been in this space for such a long time. So this is not something that she is new to. She has tried so many things, seen the ups, the downs, and she understands what people are going through on a very real level. So that is why this story hit me the way that it did, because she has been going to NASCAR. If you know anything about her, she loves NASCAR, and she has been going for years and years and years. And this last time that she went, something happened that has never happened before. So this time was different. It was the first time that she was able to actually be fully present in her experience from what I understand. But I'm going to have her tell you her experience. But first, let's go back to the before, the trips that happened before and how that used to look for you physically.
Before, well, sometimes I did have to rent a scooter, and so that was the easiest way. Of course, cost ends up, you're like, well, I can do it, I can make it. So I ended up driving back and forth between the parking lots. That actually worked out really well. It's not ideal because you do miss a lot of things, but that was one of my options, or just limiting and just not going to the different areas and, you know, not going very far. You know what I mean? You only go to a certain point to point A, point B, and then you go back to the camp spot. So it was very painful, usually by Sunday, because it's all week. So, and we usually would go from Tuesday would leave on that next Monday. But NASCAR is usually 3 or 4 days, depending on, which time of the year. And by the time it gets to be Sunday, I could not walk. So many times we would either just go over to the race and then come right back, or we couldn't even go because I couldn't walk. So many times I could not walk at all by the time Sunday came around. Not at all. I sat there in the chair. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm in way too much pain. It was pretty bad.
And then this time was like
So
completely different. I
completely
even
different.
saw a post that Ron made, your
Yes.
husband, and I was like, "What?
Yes.
You have to talk about this."
Yes.
So
So it went pretty well last November. That was pretty well, but this was totally different. So just a few weeks ago, um, we were in Phoenix at NASCAR, and in the tunnel we're walking. Anyone familiar with, they know what I'm talking about. They have all these plaques in there. Anyways, we're walking through, and it's a good amount of area to walk through. It's kind of long, but normally I'm, way behind, and he has to stop several times and remember, oh yeah, because he walks like a normal person. He walks fast. And so he has to stop and wait for me several times. And this time I didn't even know I did this. I'm just walking. I walk how I felt. And I was walking faster, and I went and started walking past him. And he looked at me. I literally am walking faster than him. That's never happened ever. And he turns to me and he says, "Who are you, broad?" or something like that. He's like, "Who are you?" And now he's done that a few times. He's like, what is going on here? That's never happened, like ever, ever, ever.
that's
So
amazing.
walking fast, and I went that whole way and I was fine. And then walked, over to the motorhome camp spot area, and I wasn't even tired.
I can only imagine how much more enjoyable
Yeah.
that trip was than your previous experiences.
Well, it was. And then because of that happening, which I didn't even know until he pointed it out, I didn't even know that was, going on. I didn't know I was walking faster. it didn't occur to me. And so that was like a major adrenaline thing, like a adrenaline rush for that day because um, I was like, look what I just did. I mean, I was so excited. Look what I just did. So, that I think that was on Saturday. So,
And then you had a full day on Sunday too.
yes. And then Sunday, right. So, Sunday, we were going to go and watch from the motorhome. We were going to watch it on TV, and just because it's crowded, but nothing to do with my mobility, just because sometimes it gets crowded, and we just thought we'd chill out. And well, then we ended up going over to the track, and I was kind of walking fast, so I walked over there, and I'm right up to they have a lot of escalators. They have the escalators, several elevators, and you can do the stairs. The stairs have been around for years, and I haven't been on those. It's like 3-4 flights of stairs, and I can't even tell you how long. I mean, since the early days, probably since it was, I don't know, IndyCar. It was way before when they've done remodels and everything. So it was long, long time ago. And I'm walking past it to go to the elevator, and because it was the closest thing. So I could have taken escalator, elevator, it didn't matter. And then I got in the elevator line, standing there, and I'm like, wait a minute, I could probably go the stairs now. That would have never occurred to me. So I went literally right next to it, and I just went over to the stairs, and it's like the third level that where I was going. And so that's like where the kind of the main food court area is right there. And so it was like 3 flights of stairs, and they're
Wow.
big. They're not like stairs, like an apartment complex, or it's not like that. They're huge. And I went up and even took pictures. I'm like, look what I just did. And I could not believe it that, you know, it, it was hot out. So that was the only tired part of it. It wasn't tired from walking. I was like, good. I was like, but I haven't done that in years.
That's
And
absolutely
yeah,
amazing. So
it
that
was
not
crazy.
only like are you coming over like the pain part of it and like have like
Yes.
your threshold, but you had more energy, like you had the energy to do it. And I'm sure that all of that boosts your confidence and makes you feel like, how does that make you feel like emotionally? Like
Oh,
I can't even imagine.
well, like Saturday was huge. Yeah, it was definitely, it gave a little extra energy because I was so excited that I did it. And then that's probably how it started with Sunday, because I was like, oh, I could do it. I wasn't planning on the stairs, but I was like, oh, I could walk all the way over there. That's fine. I can do it. Look what I just did yesterday. So, but yeah, I'm kind of still on that little adrenaline high I mean, as far as excitement, and, you know, because I can't believe that I did it. I just have never done that in like forever, like forever, ever. And even when I
Yeah.
did the stairs, because that's all you could do way, way back in the day. And it wasn't fun. And this is a long, long time ago, but yeah, it was crazy. So anyone that knows anything about the stairs there, they're, I mean, healthy people go up it just fine, but there's a lot of people that, get to the elevator or the escalator, and um, because they're so big,
Yeah.
stairs. But yep,
That's so
they're
awesome. I
huge.
love that. So
Yeah,
I
it was
feel like
exciting.
one of the things, so you've been taking fix you just hit your year mark in, what was it, March 17th?
17. Yes.
Yeah. So you've been taking it for a full year.
Yes.
So this just goes to show like that the consistency matters because last year at this time, you weren't doing this, were you?
I had I might have just started it, but no, I wasn't. Didn't have this mobility. I wasn't able to do anything like that. Even last November at NASCAR, I wasn't able to do some of these things. Yes, it was less painful, but it wasn't to the same degree that it was this time. Nothing near. I couldn't do. Yeah, I still got tired and was in pain, a lot more pain by walking back and forth. But it was easier. Definitely was easier a few months ago. It just totally different now.
Yeah,
Totally different. Consistency, definitely, because it's, yeah, a whole year, a little over a year, and it has went really well.
that's
So
amazing. It's
it can
like
happen.
stories like this, or
Yeah,
it's like not about like the hype and like, oh my gosh, I'm cured, but it's like just like the littlest things, like being able to go do something that you enjoy
right.
and literally just walk at the same pace as your husband, like being
Yes.
present, being able to enjoy your time. Like that's amazing.
Yep.
It's like
To get,
everything.
yeah, you're doing things that you normally haven't been able to do. Some people have never been able to, or others might be, they haven't done it in decades. And it, like, it's not a joke, even though it sounds funny the way when we say it, but it gives your life back. And it really does. It gives
Yes.
your life back for sure.
If you,
Especially, having this kind of pain.
right? So if somebody is watching this, because a lot of, people who do have fibromyalgia and are in your community do watch these like interviews with us. So if someone is watching this thinking like that will never be me, what would you say to them?
I would say to give it a chance and put in the time like I did, because it's a belief. Like, this is the first thing that has actually helped in this way. Um, that's it. This is the first thing. So you do have to believe and trust basically who's sharing it with you, of course. But it's definitely something that people they can be there. I could be my life. It could be like it's a mirror image. Like it could be them one day. Yes, I know sometimes
Absolutely.
it sounds like a long time, but you don't think about that. You just think about what is going to happen this month, what is going to happen next month. Just take it a little at a time. And that's what, I didn't count any time. I just like, I planned for, to do it for a while, and then I planned to not even see any benefits, but that didn't happen. We all know that I had lots of benefits in the beginning, um but then it got better and better. But yeah, it's definitely just keep with it, and it does improve. And you know it's
Yeah,
been really exciting.
it is exciting. I
I
want to
can't
hit on
believe it.
something that you said
Okay.
too, is you said it seems like a long time. So when you're thinking about it, like, okay, so you've been using this for a year, but in the grand scheme of things, is 1 year really a long time
No.
compared to how many years you were suffering? Like, it's
Right. And
really not
I
that long.
exactly. And I thought that in the beginning, that I'm like, well, yeah, a year always sounds a lot like a lot, although I didn't know how long it would take, of course, and I'm still going. But boy, I mean, I am so much better. And I just wanted to take it as it came. And if I see something, the improvement, great. But if I don't, then so one day I did know that one day it's going to change. And as soon as I took it, then of course little things were happening. So then I was like, yep, it is little things. So I was actually in the very early times of it, I was very excited to know that in the back of my head, I was like, well, one of these days it's going to be the pain that shifts, you know what I mean, where
Yes.
it's going to decrease. And so, yeah, that takes a little time, because, you have to, all these other things that was going on with me, and they got to, get fixed first, type of thing. And then that's causing my pain. But it definitely happened, and it's still exciting. It's very exciting.
Right? Changes are still happening and
Yes, still
your body
happening.
is still healing and doing what it was meant to do. And we're just going to keep going and going.
Yep.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. Is
You're
there
welcome.
anything else that you want to add or share?
Well, just I would hope that people would look at what happened, like a long time, over a year, and they would see maybe something in me that they can relate to, where like they, had a certain, you know, mobility issue, or all these other things that I could probably go and mention that I was going through, but that they could say, yeah, I go through all those things right now, so that they could see themselves in me. And that would hopefully give them hope, where they would give it a chance, because it's the real deal. It's the real thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a chance. I mean, really,
Exactly.
what do you have to lose? I mean,
Don't have anything to lose. And we went through all this
so much
like
to gain.
years. Yeah, all this time we've been feeling horrible. And so what is one, what is a few months? What is a year? What is it? Because that's what it is for me, over a year. But I mean, what's time when you're being miserable in that time? So why not?
Amen. All right. Well, I won't take up too much of anyone else's time, and thank you for sharing. And we will see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.